Good morning, all of you. Let us start our day with Namo Onkar mantra. So join your hands and close your eyes. Namo Hariyantaram, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Hariyanam, Namo Rathanam, Namo Loyasaya, Thank you, Prerna ma'am. Today marks a proud moment for all of us as we collected here to celebrate the Constitution Day. A very good morning. A very good morning to Principal Ma'am, Coordinator Ma'am, teachers and my dear students. Constitution Day, also known as Samvidhan Divas, is celebrated in India on 26 November every year to commemorate the adoption of the Constitution of India. On 26 November 1949, the Constituent Assembly of India adopted the Constitution of India and it came into effect on 26 January 1950. It was on this day that India marked its journey as an independent and sovereign republic. The Constitution of India is a supreme law governing the Republic of India, and the preamble outlines the basic structure of our Constitution. The Government of India declared 26 November as the Constitution Day on 19 November 2015. The Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi, made the declaration on 11 October 2015 while laying the foundation stone of the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's Statue of Equality Memorial in Mumbai. Previously, this day was celebrated as Law Day. 26 November was chosen to spread the importance of the Constitution and to spread the thoughts and ideas of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar is recognized as the father of the Constitution of India. This brilliant writer, constitutional expert, undisputed leader of the scheduled caste and the chief architect of the Constitution of India is also known as modern Manu. The most important part of our Constitution are fundamental rights and duties. The fundamental rights are enshrined in Part 3 of the Constitution from Articles 12 to 35. Part 3 of the Constitution is rightly described as the Magna Carta of India. The fundamental rights are named so because they are guaranteed and protected by the Constitution, which is the fundamental law of the land. Originally, the Constitution provided for 6 fundamental rights like right to equality, Article 14 to 18, right to freedom, Article 19 to 22, right against exploitation, Article 23 to 24, right to freedom of religion, Article 25 to 28, cultural and educational rights, Article 29 to 30, right to constitutional remedies, Article 32. Though the rights and duties of the citizens are correlative and inseparable, the original Constitution contained only the fundamental rights and not the fundamental duties. Later in 1976, the fundamental duties of the citizens were added in the Constitution. According to Article 51A, it shall be the duty of every citizen of India to abide by the Constitution and respect its ideals and institutions, the national flag and national anthem. to follow the noble ideas that inspired the national struggle for freedom, to uphold and protect the sovereignty, unity, and integrity of India, to defend the country and render national services when called upon to do so, provide opportunities for education to his child between the age of 6 to 14, etc. So I now request our academic coordinator, ma'am, Ms. Rupa Pal Chaudhary, ma'am, to kindly proceed with reading of the preamble. Rupa, ma'am, please.
Thank you, Archana, ma'am. Good morning, children, parents, and my dear principal, ma'am, and my colleagues. It's my privilege today to read the preamble of our Constitution. Before I go ahead with the preamble, just a little bit about the preamble. We know, and like Archana ma'am just said, that the father of the Constitution, Indian Constitution, is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. But not many of us know that the father of the preamble of the Constitution is regarded as Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Preamble comes from the word preambulus, which means which comes first, or in common terms, you can say it is the introduction of the Constitution. And in the preamble, it is defined how our Constitution was written, what are the basic principles of our Constitution, and what is the source and power of our Constitution. The preamble, children, it is there in all your books, all the NCERT books, it is there. So it is for us to read every day and to know every day, and especially for you, because you are the citizens of India and you will carry the Constitution and the preamble forward. It starts with we, the people of India. That means it shows how powerful we all are, each one of us, each one of you, each one of all the Indians who are here in India. So the preamble, please put your hands up for right hand up for your for reading the preamble, for repeating after me. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution. Please put your hands down. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. As we know, preamble is the heart of the Constitution, and the keywords like sovereign, republic, democratic, these are the basic points on which basis we can think that sovereign, before independence we were not sovereign because we were under the control of Britishers. Fine. So may our dream of new tomorrow come true for us. Now I request our principal ma'am to share her views on this special day.
Good morning, children. Today is an auspicious day and we are celebrating the Constitution Day. There are a few facts I would like to share with you. First is that in the preamble or on the preamble, there is a stamp or a picture. There is of an elephant. So the elephant was adopted as true symbol of the Constitution Assembly. Second fact is Mr. S.N. Mukherjee was the chief draftsman of the Constituent Assembly. Since we know our constitution is not from one place or one thought, it has been, the best things have been taken from all over the world and incorporated in one constitution. It is the longest written constitution of the world. Prem Bihari Narayan Raizada was the calligrapher of the Indian Constitution. Calligrapher means his writing. So it was first handwritten. The original constitution was written by him in a flowing italic style. Nowadays we use computers and in that is bold, italics, underline. So it was written in italics by Prem Bihari Narayan Raizada ji. Next fact is the original version was beautified and decorated by the artist from Shanti Niketan, that is where the university which has been established by Rabindranath Tagore, and Nandlal Bose, Behar, Ram Manohar Sinha. So these are the people who, along with others, drafted, made, wrote the Constitution, which we are following today. Since we are a democratic country, we have all the rights, but we have the duties as well. So when we say that it is my right to get this, it is my right to get that, we have certain duties also. And the most important line I would say is where your rights stop, where the rights of the other person starts. You cannot say that I will play loud music because it's my house. You cannot say I will put my car anywhere where I like. No. You have the rights, everyone has the rights. It's a free democratic country. So your rights, everyone's rights stop where the right of the other person starts. If each one of us, especially the parents, give an example of a good citizen, I think our children will follow. With this message, I'm happy that we are celebrating this day, and Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, ma'am. Children, as you are the future of India, so maintain the dignity and proud of India. Okay, good. Bye-bye and have a nice day.